Hello, welcome to Success Story Podcast. Today we are going to have a new guest, a guest who came here in Dubai working as a lifeguard in Wild Wadi. After a few years, now he's running a company worth more than $250 million. You want to listen to his story? I'm going to open the door for him so you can listen to his story. Walaikum assalam, brother. How are you? How's everything? Everything okay, alhamdulillah.
Wow.
Please,
I
have
love
it. You love it? You're
very
going
nice,
to enjoy it. Hello, this is Saeed Al-Belushi. A new episode in Success Story Podcast. Today, we have nice guest. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Timur Kudratov and I'm happy to be here, Saeed. Thank you very much for inviting.
I am also very happy to have you here. I think you have an inspiring story so you can share with anyone here. So I want to know what I understand. You came here in UAE in 2006 as a lifeguard. Now you are running a company worth more than $250 million. Tell me, how did you make it?
Yeah, saved myself, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not an easy story. And basically, if whenever it comes to interviews, or I prefer to speak about failures rather than success, because everyone wants to hear how you went up there, but nobody wants to know how many fucked ups did you do.
It's true.
Right,
I agree
so-
with you. Especially now in these days in social media, when you see the picture of other people just having a life,
Luxury.
they don't see behind the scene what the people struggle. They
Exactly.
just see the success.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I came to UAE in 2004.
okay.
And I joined Jumeirah International as a hospitality company, Wild Wadi Water Park as a lifeguard.
Oh, maybe I was there in 2004. I didn't
For
notice
sure.
you.
Yeah, we had the big hats, sunglasses. I used to take the hat off if I can see that the pretty girls are passing by. So I just want to remove it and say, hey, I'm normal.
Timur, please watch me. I am here.
Yeah, so well, back in 2004, it was an opportunity for me in Uzbekistan to move outside. UAE was still for us an unknown thing. For my parents, when I signed the contract, there was like, no, they'll put you as a slave. No, you can't travel. I was like, hey, come on, I signed the contract. So I came here. I don't know why, but honestly, people ask me this question. When I arrived to UAE, to Dubai, I arrived to Sharjah, and then we took a bus to Dubai. Somehow I just knew that this is my place and I'm gonna have my business. I didn't even know what business is because it was just, I mean, I recently entered university, just started to study, and then decided
So
to move.
you came here with a mission. You came
Yeah.
here with a goal. You came
Exactly.
here, you know that it's small. It's just first step, and you have
Yes.
more to give. And before working, he's a lifeguard, saving life people. What did you do in Uzbekistan?
Well, I was working as a waiter, part-time waiter, because I was studying in university, like it was the first grade. But it actually helped me to make a right choice. Because when I got an offer to come to Dubai and work, so I had two offers. Either I joined F&B team as a waiter or a lifeguard team as a Wild Wadi water park.
Okay.
And what came after that, because I was just tired of F&B, so I made the choice to be a lifeguard. And I was actually first depressed when I came, because like everyone was telling me, come on, you know English, you know hospitality. Why did you come as a lifeguard? Usually people who come as a lifeguard, they either don't know English at all,
It's true.
or they just, minimum skills. But what helped me after, that when I realized in HR that if you are a waiter, you can only transfer after 1 year to any other position within the company. But as a lifeguard, you can transfer after 6 months. So that was my goal. Like I wanted to get into the hotel. I want to wear a suit. I want to wear a tie. I don't want to be in the water all day. So after 6 months, I started applying and I got a position within Emirates House Hotel as a concierge. That's the first time where I got introduced to what is concierge.
You know what, Timur? It's very nice. What I understand from the people like can can't tell you anything, right? They will tell you do, and this, but you what you did. He said, I have the decision. I have what's inside me.
Yeah.
I have something inside. I want to show it to the people. Nobody can. Nobody knows what's inside my heart.
The thing is that people definitely always tell you that no, either like don't go outside. Why would you need, like, you have everything settled here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to university, you have your parents, you have your house. Why do you need to go to an unknown country? So if you do that, if I would listen that time, I would never achieve what I have today.
true.
So then when you try to move around and transfer yourself from one department to another department, people would still tell you like, come on, it's only 6 months. You just arrived to
True.
Dubai. You have to take care. You have just to get more experience. They will never accept you in a hotel without experience.
It's true.
And-
Sometimes it could be your parents, sometimes it could be your friend. They want to protect you. Why you want to go there in UAE? You don't have anything. Stay here. But you made the decision. That's what I like. And then you applied for Emirates Palace, right? After
No,
6 months.
So I joined Emirates Stars Hotel as a concierge. I came to know what is concierge. I realized that basically you can charge people, not charge, like you either get salary
Yeah.
or sometimes you get tips.
Yeah.
And back in 2004 to like 5, it was still 2005 when I transferred. So sometimes it's really high. I mean, you can get like up to 10,000 dirham as tips only.
Tips.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, move along, start growing within Jumeirah, moving positions, getting more and more experience. I became a assistant concierge manager.
Yeah. What you were doing with the tips? You were saving or something like that,
Well, I
or
mean,
or just spending, going to have fun or something.
The first thing I did, I think, with the big tips, I won't mention the amount, but I went and I bought everything I could. I just bought a golden Rolex, a big golden chain, because I never had this. I never saw this, so I really wanted to have it. I remember the first time I went back to Uzbekistan and I was bragging around, telling to my father, like, because they told me before, when I was leaving back, they said, yeah, we understand you're struggling now. You just moved to a hotel, so we saved some like $200 for you. I was like, come on, I have golden Rolex, I have this. My dad, he just smacked me like, really? So your watch, this, now I have, I was like, he was always like, I mean, he was an example.
Yeah,
he set
it's
an
true.
example but they couldn't give me anything. They only could give me was what they got from their parents. And their parents gave them what they got from their parents.
True.
So basically, they gave me what they could in their understanding. So I'm grateful for that. So yeah, I came back. I never saved. I mean, it was for me, the salary was $450 for back at home.
Yeah.
$450, it was triple of what my parents were getting combined.
Wow.
So I was always thinking, okay,
It was already a success.
exactly. So it was like accommodation, food, plus $450, and you never save. If you ask anyone who works in the hotel, they always buy the most expensive mobiles. Even if they don't have money, they can't afford. So people do that. But we do that because this is something we never saw. Coming from Uzbekistan, Russia, Kazakhstan, this is something we couldn't afford back there. So now when you get your money, you have your roof over your head, you have your food. So you have the certain comfort zone. Which is, I think, the main reason where people spend 20, 15 years working in the hotel or hospitality or in the same positions.
Yeah,
Just
true.
take yourself out from
Comfort zone, yes.
It's very difficult.
It's same thing what here. Many people here, 80% of Emirati or 70%, they like to rely on the job. You know,
it's true.
their salary, we have salary at the end of the month, we can do, we can spend, we can do, but tell them to be entrepreneur, don't rely on salary, do something, take risk. Maybe it's they don't want to get out of comfort zone. That's what you are saying.
The thing is that I met a lot of entrepreneurs, individuals, and of course, being a successful doesn't come without failures.
Yeah.
So you fail a lot. You learn from mistakes. But that's why people like to stay in comfort zone, because I have a friend, I mean, he works, he has a good salary.
Yeah.
He always wants to start something.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to spend. I mean, he doesn't want to go out. He understands that maybe first 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe 1 year, you won't get any income.
Yeah,
So he doesn't chase that.
it's true.
I mean, I like him. He's a great example to what he did within his career, that he's always trying to do something extra, but not investing in this.
Yeah, you know what? They stop them the fear maybe of the
Yeah,
change.
of
I'm
course.
going to fail. I'm going to lose my income.
Yeah.
My kids are going to be in the street. So all the negative things in the
Yeah,
mind,
plus imagine
which is
peop-
not true, right?
Of course. Well. I mean, I think that yes. I mean, the entrepreneurial spirit, it's either there or not there, but you can develop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can help people to conquer the fear.
Mm.
That okay, yes, it happens. The failures comes. There is no business. Whenever I see, okay, start your business with $0, I say, come on, you can't start. Or whatever you're starting is gonna fail. You have to invest little
Yeah.
by little, but in yourself. So yeah, moving along with.
Yeah.
With
So
my
you
story.
worked in Emirates
Towers.
Towers now.
Yeah. Then from there, I grew within career. So I got an assistant concierge manager position. Then I got a concierge manager position. I was
Wow.
managing like almost 200 people under my control, like doing trainings.
And you,
developing-
of course, the salaries increased
yeah,
then.
well, I'll put it this way. So the concierge manager position, it was around 3,000 dirham.
3,000
So
manager.
from 1,700
Yeah.
to 3,000. Yeah,
big
single
success,
accommodation. Yeah.
Yes.
But because I had the liabilities, because I was planning to get married and was looking for a single accommodation, so
Yeah.
I had to step out, as you said, step out from my comfort zone. I could grow. I know I could grow within Jumeirah, get higher and higher position because I had all capabilities. I spoke English, I spoke Russian, I had learned the services, I understood that concierge. This is something a very big demand at that time.
Okay.
So back in 2006. I decided that, okay, now it's the time to move on. My contract was finishing. I had a lot of savings.
Yeah, you saved.
I saved.
So
like,
you
yeah,
spent Rolex, the gold, said now it's enough, I
yeah,
have
well,
to
I mean,
save.
it was a couple of good transactions because concierge in the hotel,
Yeah.
it basically was your one-stop shop. So you go to, once you build this relationship with the client and
Yeah.
he comes to you with everything like, I want to buy a property, I want
Yeah.
to sell my yacht, I want to put my kids. So you organize a lot of things. So then you get commissions. So that's why I saved. And I was even scared because when I was opening a bank account in Union National Bank, I think,
Yeah.
they opened for me a student account because of my salary. It
Okay.
was only 100 dirham minimum
Yeah,
deposit.
it's
So I
true.
transferred everything I had to that account, and then directly I got a call from the bank. Mr. Timur, I became a VIP client because of like 250,000 on my account. I have a relationship manager. So I said, okay.
Yes, this by working in the bank, I know.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
became a VIP client with a salary of 3,000 dirham and 250,000 savings. So yeah, I decided to move, and because I didn't know any sort of businesses, so I relied on advices. So that's
Yeah.
what you do. You ask people around. I was actually making mistakes by I was asking our valet parking people because they like majority are from India, Kerala,
Yeah.
and you ask them like, okay, if you had 50,000 dirham, what would you do? So
Yeah.
I thought that he'll give me an idea.
Yeah.
Because there was one smart person who said, oh, really? Okay, let me introduce you to someone. So I lost maybe the first investment I invested. Like the 50
okay. So you had the 50,000
Yeah,
and
so-
you got the advice from other people.
And then I lost
Okay.
it. I was just invested.
Where did you invest the money?
No, that time it was just like, okay, we'll sign agreement with you. You put 50,000 and we'll pay you every month 8,500. Everyone around, they said, not possible. Who
Yeah.
will pay you 8,500 every month from 50? What business are they doing?
That's true.
So
They're
they
legal,
paid me
maybe.
once,
Yeah.
and I was happy. The second time they disappeared. So it happens.
It was a part of the game.
Of
maybe.
course,
Yeah.
of course. But I mean, I take it as a good example and help for myself. So then at least I learned not to trust just like
Yes.
this, to do the due diligence. I mean, even I didn't know what due diligence means by that time. Anyway, so then somebody introduced me same ways I was talking about money, how much I have, what I want to do. So somebody introduced me to a Syrian partner who offered me to open a maintenance company in Sharjah.
Construction,
Yeah,
maintenance, like
construction,
that.
maintenance, bring people on board. We
Okay.
sort of had an agreement, but another lesson I learned: check what you sign, who you're dealing with, do the background check, do that. it
Okay.
will help you, even if it's your friend.
Do you think what was the wrong to fail with the
Because
partner?
I was shy, and usually people shy to ask questions. Because
Yeah.
people take, you don't trust me? You're asking me these questions? Because he
Yeah,
told
it's
me,
true.
I work for Sharjah municipality. If we open this construction company, everything I receive, like we have maintenance there, I'm sending this order. I will send it to our company. Should have known and do the background check, because he was working in Sharjah municipality, but as a security guard. Just at
Yeah.
the gate, so never in the office
It's
or
true,
something.
it's true,
So
it's true.
do your due diligence.
Say no.
Yeah, say
Say
no.
no. Not
Exactly,
every
say
time
no.
say yes, yes,
Yes, exactly.
no. Yeah.
Don't feel shy. You won't insult a person if he has a really good intentions. So he doesn't have any bad things. He will open up
It's
himself.
true.
So ask questions. So that's where I think I lost all of the savings from the hotel industry.
How much it was?
250 something.
250,000 you
I mean,
lost
I
it.
lost with
You
the
felt
valid
sad, of
parking.
course.
Well, I thought, خلاص, what else can be done? Now, I was leaving because we wanted to save the cost. So he offered me to move to a one-bedroom apartment where he was living. So he gave us, and my first wife, I already had a wife.
Yeah.
So he gave us a living room, and he was living in the bedroom. So we were living, he was living with his wife. I was living
Yeah.
with my wife. We both like brothers, friends. We were going around together. No business. We were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
going
yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah.
But
But what did you do after you lost everything?
when I lost everything, I thought nothing worse can be done. Then he told me, no, you have to vacate the apartment.
Wow.
So I took, in the same building, it was a Healy Tower in Sharjah.
Okay.
I took a small studio with no windows and my wife. So then I decided that, okay, I mean, what is my great expertise? Where, because I read now that this is what I have, where you invested your majority of your time, this is where you become expert. So you start your business where you invested your time. I shouldn't start construction business because I invested my time in hospitality, concierge services. Why would on earth I go and do construction because somebody tells me it's very successful? So invest only where you already invested your time.
Okay.
Otherwise you lose.
It's true.
So I didn't know the exact terminology like what I know now, but I decided that, okay, so what do I know? I know services. So
Yeah.
why not start contacting clients, friends who were coming to Dubai, who were staying in a hotel, trying to build relationship,
Yeah.
get back to network.
Yeah.
And the good thing about, I mean, not everyone, but like majority of Russian-speaking clients, they're very loyal in the sense that they don't really care what position you have. But if they like you as the person, if there is a connect,
Yeah.
you have already built a trust.
Yeah.
They will come to you with everything they want. They want to open business. Even though you don't do that, they will ask you first. They will say,
Yeah.
you have anyone who can help me to open business? You have anyone who can help me to
Yeah.
register license? So I became that an assistant of the phone who can actually
So after you failing, you start to gain money
I
from
started-
the
exactly,
relationship.
offering services.
Yeah, consultancy.
But I would call myself concierge. I would even print the business
okay.
cards. I call it best concierge. No license, I understand, but it was more like referrals. I had a license, the construction company, so at least I was legal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was offering these services. I even then later created like maybe 10, 15 different emails like Anastasia, Svetlana,
Yes.
accounting. And I would use it myself. If you need to send invoice, I will
Wow.
use accounting invoice. So that started to run. Then I thought,
Yes.
okay, I mean, it's bringing money. So I went, and it was 2006 coming 2007 when I registered Luxury World Key. It was April 26. So I registered Luxury World Key concierge services.
So
It was basically businessman services. There was no activity as concierge. It was Luxury World Key businessman services.
so
This
this
is how
one,
it
this one, the entrepreneur, you found a way.
Yeah,
You
well,
lost everything.
that's why
You lost everything, and you didn't stay. You didn't say thinking about how you lost. You
Yeah.
didn't think about I'm going to the street now. I don't have anything. No, you worked.
Well-
You started something. Oh, it's working, right?
Yeah.
So it's starting to do many things, and the
I
company.
can give an
yeah.
example that basically, I mean, the main thing which is matters is what is happening now.
Yeah.
The power of now. If you keep on thinking what happened before, so I'm grateful for whatever happened.
Yes, you
You
learned.
can't predict future, so you can't really plan ahead too much. So you can only focus on what
true.
you have. So what I have now, I get these clients who are contacting me. Is it sellable? Yes. can I now charge? So I found, I call it, in the company, we say that we found the way how to monetize a word thank you. So instead of thank you in tips, you can monetize it and give an invoice for your
Yeah.
time. Because I spent 3 hours with you, this is my charges. And you can't
Yeah.
deny it. Okay. Or you agree, pre-agree. But it was a lot of mistakes I was doing. 'Cause I didn't know how to run this business.
Yeah.
If people would ask me how much we owe you, I would say, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why
True.
I would always have another email from accounts. So I will send an official
Yeah.
email saying, okay, this is how much you owe us. Because if people, I think I learned to say no only when pandemic started. Before that, I was accepting any deal. I was shy to say no. That's why I
Okay.
would never put myself in front of client when it comes to payment and charges.
Okay.
So
So, do you think what did you change, Timur, when you said everything you were accepting?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. How did you manage
Well,
after?
when I started the first company, so obviously I rented a small office, 2,500 dirham
Yeah.
at Al Mamzar Business Center.
Okay.
So this is from where I was operating. So I have a couple of
Alone?
Yeah, alone and 10 emails. And it was like I make money, I buy computer. I don't make money, I make money, I print invoices. So it started like this, but then of course I wanted to grow my ego. I think the most failures I did a lot of mistakes because of my ego.
Mm.
I was very
oh,
proud of myself. I thought I have to prove everyone, even though I
Yeah.
don't have to. I have to prove everyone that I exist. I'm here. But I was doing. That's because I was doing mistakes. So
Yeah.
when the first boom, when we went up in sales, when I started hiring people, the first thing I did, I took the money and invested in getting an office space bigger on Sheikh Zayed
Yeah.
Road. It was White Crown Tower, but that time it was middle of Sheikh Zayed. For me, having an office in the middle of center of Dubai,
Yeah.
with I don't know, I think it was 25 people on board. I was hiring everyone. I was thinking I can create. People used to say, that's Timur and his girls, because I was hiring females. I was out checking their background.
Really?
Okay, I see CV. Okay, I understand. Can she work in the concierge? Yes. So salaries were huge, small. I didn't even.
You didn't interview them even.
I mean, I did couple of things like interviews. Yeah, I understand. Okay, do you speak English? You have 2 legs. You have 2 hands.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. So that's where I think my ego chased me, because then
Yeah.
I sat in a leather chair,
Yeah.
looked at the office, and I thought, okay, the life is done. Halas. I mean, now I'm running a really big
I am
business.
business owner
I'm the
now.
business owner. So I make a proper business cards. I go around. I didn't even check the papers that I
Yeah.
was draining out my savings to pay salaries. And let's say if it was 150,000 a month, maybe this company was making 30, 40. The rest I was bringing on the table. So I was still in operation.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was my ego to keep the office. I couldn't afford to say, no. I need to go back to a small room. I need to fire these people. How can I fire them? How can I say I can't afford your salary?
Yeah.
I have to keep on going, till I collapsed, obviously.
Yeah.
This is, I think, my second failure. There are thousands of them, but big one when I realized that I'm just draining everything out. I have nothing now saved. I was driving
To the point zero now.
zero. I was driving Lexus GX 460,
Yeah.
but I couldn't afford to put petrol.
Wow.
So you would come to petrol pump and have coins, and you feel
Yeah.
like, I just want to exchange. So you pay with coins, or sometimes couple
You
of
search
times.
for the coins. 1
Yeah.
dirham is here in the hero. Let me find it.
Lexus. The first thing, again,
Yeah.
nothing. I learned nothing. I just went and expanded. I just big office, a lot of stuff, Lexus, this, that, and oh my God. Then the moment I couldn't pay for petrol, I left my driving license as a deposit, because there was no money and I'm running out. So I stopped. I realized that, okay, of course, people were telling me that I'm doing something wrong, and I would hire consultants to help me, but then my ego would tell me, come on, whatever they advise you, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself. Don't do that. The accounting, leave it accounting. You can do it. It's only income and loss.
Yeah.
But no planning. So
It should be accounting.
yeah, of course. I think that the first thing The first important thing in the business is accounting.
Yes.
Second is marketing.
Yes.
But the first department where you, even if it's just once a week, who comes, just give you numbers to understand. I think accountants, they are like, magicians.
Yes.
You don't know what they do, but at the end you get the
It's
good
true.
result.
Even, it's really a point. I work in the bank. I see many businesses fail because of the accounting.
Yeah.
They say, oh, why do we have to give someone money
Yeah.
just to check our
If we can
invoices
do it
or
ourselves.
something,
Yeah.
projection? Or why?
Yeah,
We will do it.
exactly. Same
Yeah,
thing.
we have a bank account. We can check by ourselves.
Yeah, online banking. Today I had a meeting with the client. He said, maybe no need to, because online banking, they will give you full reports. I said, really? Okay, my friend. That's the first mistake. So,
True.
yeah, I think it was important to have it, but I failed. But then we start recovering by joining forces. This, I think, another principle which I learned, that
Yeah.
if you don't join forces
Yeah.
with partnering up, joining forces in different, let's say maybe marketing, you don't need to hire them, but maybe you partner with them.
Yes.
Offer their services to your
Outsource,
clients.
yes.
Outsource it, but build it in a way that you help them to grow because you're giving them clients.
True.
They will do your services for a
Yeah.
barter deal, for example. So
It's win-win situation.
exactly, everyone wants clients, right?
Yes.
So if I do have clients and I recommend the same marketing agency, and they offer me their services for free now, so it's win-win. So then we got on board a travel agency. A friend of mine was selling. It was a big crash. I think it was 2013, 14, when everything was going down, a second crisis. So a friend of mine, she was selling a travel agency. We took it over just to manage. Then we got a limo services
Yeah.
company. But this again, I got into business which I don't understand. A
Again.
limo service. Okay, travel, it's matching concierge. Events, it's matching concierge. Limo services, running with RTA, drivers, visas. When pandemic hit, when the pandemic, Corona came, we had like 50 drivers without work, getting salaries.
Yes. Without doing
Cars.
anything.
I was like, okay, we need to do a charter and send everyone home. We kept people who were with us
Yeah.
since ages, so we kept them. Now they are company drivers, but we had to get rid of. So this is what I learned through pandemic, that we could get rid of. You could say no to a business
Yes.
which doesn't bring you, even if it's your ego tells you no, you can't close it. No.
So Timur, since 2006 until pandemic, I think maybe now 18 years.
Yes.
You were
Oh,
not
less.
saying no. You were not firing
No.
people. You were, this one.
Listen,
And what was the result when you started to do this?
Well, I think that pandemic made me realize that, okay, I mean, I have no one to rely on.
Yeah.
I don't have investors.
Yeah.
I don't have partners. I have nowhere to go. I have only my family, because I lost my first family in the sense that we got divorced. It was my first wife. I have my son, so who needs the support as well and education. So I got married. I have another son. We went through a difficult period because he was born premature, like 700 gram. And, all that made me understand that, come on, I mean, you can't. I mean, why would you say no, yes,
Yes.
to something where you just evaluate, okay, so if this business or person brings me success, happiness, value. If not, I can keep the relationship and say no to his proposal rather than just to make him happy.
Yes.
At the end, we will always get into fight.
Yes.
Because I will keep inside a feeling that he forced me to accept it, even though he didn't. He will have a feeling that I said yes, but I'm not committed to what I said.
Yeah.
He will say that I'm a failure. I will think that he's a user. So the relationship will go the way that you just ended up. So
That's true.
we decided to seize a focus on companies we already have. So by that time, we already had real estate, which was doing very well. A concierge service, it was a great combination of services you offer to people who purchase property. Then you have educational consulting to help people with their kids if they want to travel to UK. Under the educational consultancy, we're trying to build some online courses in implementing some EPR and running the online platforms. So that's where I think the best period of time
Yeah.
and changer of everything was pandemic.
So it means you started to gain a lot of money during pandemic.
Exactly.
Before now, you were not
It
doing
was,
good.
well, I mean, we were, I mean, the transaction wise,
Yeah,
it was a lot because of real estate, concierge.
yeah,
But profit wise, if you count all the, I believe every entrepreneur, by the time they spend all the salaries and cover the costs, they
yeah,
end up with 1,000, 2,000 dirham to cover their diva bill. And
yeah,
but the reason why I always say that, come on, if at the end of the month you can't pay your diva,
yeah.
something wrong with your business.
Yes, true.
So we were doing a lot of turnover, but the business was, I mean, I always say that the company, the way it looked and I built and presented was amazing. If somebody digs inside, that's why maybe I never had an investor on board, because I thought, what am I selling to him?
Yes,
What
true.
do I have in reality?
It's
Let's put
true.
it this way. I want to be honest. I can present and sell. I can sell a person. I can explain everyone in the company why I'm hiring this person who has no English, no experience, and maybe has no visa and maybe problem with his passport.
Yeah.
But I'm still hiring, so I can present him in a really valuable way by lying to myself. So I lied to myself that I need this guy just because I promised to hire him. So that was
Yeah.
my main thing. So pandemic made me realize that have to focus, have to close companies we don't need. If you
Yeah.
nourish the clients you already have, if you offer them online services while they being locked, if you offer them this, so we start growing really big and fast.
So now, Timur, during pandemic or
Yeah.
before pandemic, you have how many companies you have now?
At that time, we already had 5 companies on board. So it was, so the way I see it, that it's the same clients
Yeah.
who are getting the full service. So you get real estate,
Okay.
concierge, educational consulting, second citizenship, and event management. So we do events, not
Okay.
like a public events or festivals or
No.
birthdays. So we do events for our own network.
Okay.
Running 17, 18 years on the market, you get like 70, 80,000 database of people who knows you. So it's
Okay.
easier for us to present a project, a company, or help them enter the market.
Okay.
So, and then lately, I think after pandemic, we did a big like MENA Business Expo, bringing on board companies from Israel to meet
Yeah.
with UAE investors. It was very successful. So we started forming a fund,
Yeah.
a private equity fund where
Private equity.
yeah, in the
Wow.
IFC. So we fully licensed, and that's where I think first time when the whole structure was built,
Yeah.
I took on board, because now it's like
Yeah.
maybe past 4 years,
Yeah.
5 years, I can accept comments where people say you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't accept it from people who don't have business. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, okay.
It's true.
So I mean, when people who don't have business and they come to me and say you are doing this wrong, you have to do this, then I mean I can listen, but deep inside I still don't accept
Yes,
it. Because
it's-
come on, you start your own business, then you come to me.
It's like someone, for example, you are in action, you are doing business, and someone from behind, he's never tried, he's never this
Exactly.
one. He's like a fan
Yeah.
of football. You are a football player, you are doing this one. He's a fan, he never played football,
He tells
and he's
you how
telling
to
you
play.
you are doing wrong skills, you are doing this
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Tell him if you want, come
Yeah,
wear
play.
the t-shirt,
Yeah, play.
put your number behind, and be in the
First,
action. When you fail, then I will listen to you.
Yes, first you work hard to
Yes.
go where I went. You fail, and of course, I mean, I understand if it's a professional who I'm hiring to give me an advice, I understand.
Yes.
But if it just comes from a random person who knows me as a friend and he tells me, or even my brother,
Yes, true.
who doesn't know the business, I mean, he understands financials, but he doesn't know running business. So I wouldn't accept it. But with all due respect to everyone,
Yes,
I'm
true,
just saying
true.
that I wouldn't accept it from a person who never tried business. So, but now I became more open-minded. So I'm not afraid to talk about my failures, because I think that's what built the company. That's what became a company. So what is LWK Group? So LWK Group is the combination of failures and success and personal relationship with the whole team members. And I think this is what makes us different on the market. That's
Yes.
why. Yeah.
Do you think entrepreneur, for everyone entrepreneur, they should start big? Like you started small.
Yeah. Well, I think the only advice I see that no matter what you do, just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the saying of the founder of Nike, where he said he was giving a conference. He was
Yeah.
trying to explain what is Nike. He said, "Oh, please stand up those who runs at least once a week." So 80% stood up. Then he said, "Okay, now sit down and stand up those who runs at least 3 times a week." So 40% stood up. Then he said, "Okay, now sit down and stand up those who runs every day." So then he said, "Okay, sit down." So now Nike is out there whenever you are running, 1 time, 3 time, every day. Whenever you're running, we are out there supporting you, cheering you up.
Yeah,
So
true.
it means that it doesn't matter how many times you fail, you do, just do it. You
Just
start,
doing,
try
yes.
whatever you can, try, you fail, try it again. There will be always people saying, "Okay, business is not for you.
Yes.
You are good in what you do, but business is not you.
It's true.
You don't have that strong entrepreneurial spirit," which I believe everyone can have it if they start something.
Yes. It's from the thoughts, from
Yeah.
the experience.
You read books, you watch movies, there's plenty of material which maybe we never had back in 2006 and 4.
As a Timur now, how do you manage your thoughts? How do you manage your emotional when you fail and you get back again? Do you visualize in the morning? Do you read books? Do you feed your mind? Or you have a purpose? Maybe your son or family or something. What drives you?
Very good question. So, what drives me for sure is my responsibility, first of all, to myself, then to my mother, to my brother, my family, my son. This is my responsibility.
Yeah.
So, I have to go out there every day because I have them
Yeah.
to have their comfort. Secondly, what makes me maybe calm and cool, so I do meditation
Yeah.
a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening. I do still visualize. I do try. I believe in power of now. I believe in power of mind. That
Yeah.
it does bring you positive energy. That the good thing is that the negative thoughts and energy, they do come.
Yes.
It's just a matter how you take it. If you just
true.
take it and release it, then the good thoughts will come. But if you
true.
take it and keep it in your head, because your mind is very powerful. The problem is not about negative thinking.
Yeah.
The problem is to keep thinking about it. So
true.
you come something and then you keep on playing different
You
scenarios.
know, you remind me of a book I read it before. He said they gave an example. Like, suppose you are driving in the street from Dubai to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
You enjoy the moment, you enjoy the buildings, you see the cars, car by car, and all of a sudden you see one cars reminds you of past, and you keep energy going there, and you miss the beautiful weather, the beautiful trees, and your energy goes this one. You know why? Because you don't release it.
Yeah.
You just you left your past.
I'll give you another story then.
Yeah.
So the one I really like. So there were 2 monks, Tibet monks. So they came to the bank of the river. And they were planning to cross the river, so they removed their clothes. So they saw a young woman came over, and she asked for help to take her to the other side.
Yeah.
So the young monk said, "No, I'm sorry, because we are monks. We have a oath not to touch a female." The old one said, "Yes, sure, I'll take you on my back." So he took her on her back. They moved to the other side. The woman said, "Okay, thank you very much." She left. So the young monk, he starts saying like, "Oh, what did you do? Just broke your oath. Come on, you can't. You are my mentor. But what did you do?" So all the way till the monastery, the young was nagging. "What did you do? I can't believe it."
Yeah.
So when they reached the monastery, he said, "You know what? I'm sorry, but I'll have to go and report you." And then the old monk said, okay, what did I do exactly? He said, you touched the female. You were carrying her from the river. He said, okay, I carried her and I left it her there.
Yeah.
You still carrying it her
Yeah,
till
it's
here.
true, it's
So
true.
people do that. They carry.
Keep going,
Yeah,
keep going, and
yeah.
they don't forget.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So if you learn to forget, if you learn to forgive, basically forgive, not
Forgive.
forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that may, I think, will lead you to a success.
Yes, I agree with. And now your past, we know what you are doing now.
Yeah.
250 million
Yeah.
dollar turnover
Yeah.
for the last year. Where you want to go, Timur?
Well, I don't think that there is a limit, honestly. I mean, once you set yourself a limit, you can set targets. Okay, I need to achieve this target this year. I need to achieve this target. This is a good thing. But once you say, you know, that, okay, once I reach 1 billion is enough, I mean, you're never going to be satisfied. I mean, once you reach there, you definitely know you need something more. So you get tired. So my plan is, I mean, maybe it sounds like I do like charity and I do like help people.
Yes.
So most probably, I mean, once, I mean, I do now on the smaller scale, but I would definitely want to develop a bigger scale where I can help more people and maybe help as what you do is amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Helping entrepreneurs to develop their spirit, or
Yeah.
people who now have 9 to 6 jobs, they hear this great speakers on the stage trying to motivate them. The thing is, the only difference, the only reason why people go to these concerts or go to these speakers, they listen how they motivate, but then they go out home, they lose their energy, they forget.
Yes.
Because nobody tells them how to run. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
true.
How to be motivated? Great. So what to do now?
Teach
All right.
them, yes.
Teach them. So I think UAE and Dubai, it's a great place where you can learn and teach people how to start their own businesses, not how to open company.
Yes.
How to start through things you do, through bringing people on board for podcasts who can share their mistakes, so you can at least avoid those mistakes. You won't avoid every 100%. You will still buy expensive clothes, you'll still buy expensive cars because this is what you want. Or you
Yes.
just made money, you want to spend because you want this
To
luxury.
enjoy your money,
Yeah,
you made it
exactly.
by
So
after
why,
efforts.
I mean, I don't say
yes.
it's a bad thing. If you making your money and you want to spend on this, okay. I mean, you fail, okay. So you're gonna
Yes.
make more money. I always say to myself, okay.
No
I'm
one
gonna
is
make more.
perfect. You
Of
learn, you
course,
learn.
of course.
Yes, life
Yeah,
is
yeah.
learning.
It took me 15 years to understand
Yes,
what I'm doing
true,
wrong. So
true.
I believe.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Do you think entrepreneur who can earn 10 dirham can earn millions the same
that's
way?
100%. You keep on repeating things you do
Yes.
and develop and develop. But as I said before, what you need to understand, where you spend your time, try to invest there. If you
Yes.
studied economy, try to develop this as a skill and then as a business. If you studied economy, don't start beauty salon. Because you have not spent money and time there.
true.
You studied something else. So develop it as a skill. Start your business there.
Thank you, Timur, for
Pleasure is mine.
joining. A lot of nice tips, a lot of inspiring stories
Thank
for
you, sir.
everyone here. We learn from Timur, a lifeguard, a waiter, and now he's running $250 million
Company. Yes.
company. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.